Here I am, standing by 3 plants from my sunflower blend. This is a sunflower puck with nearly 100 sunflower seeds in it. When you buy these products, you're getting hundreds of seeds. This is the product of 3 of them. So as you're doing this, know you're getting empowered with seeds to make it so you can have blooming flowers throughout the whole season. Surrounding here, these are flowers that I planted in July. So here we are in late fall, early October, that are blooming, thriving. We have a painted lady, monarch, and nearly 4 types of bees I can see immediately, and about 30 of them all blooming on 3 different plants that I got from a sunflower puck, and that I make and paint and hand make everything out of recycled newspaper, and then can even put sayings and other things on them. In this one here, there were 7 different options that could have come up. I don't even know. One of the cool things about seed blends that I find is that something will grow, and that you don't necessarily have to do as much zone work and soil prep, even though you do want your soil to be healthy. Here's one of those things that you can do. Something about this that you'll notice, this was an experiment that I did this year. You'll notice it is in the middle of a yard. I had an area that we had to put in fill dirt, so I just thought I might try it. And this was something that, since it was in the middle of the yard, it was super simple to see what seeds I wanted to grow, and I could just let it grow. And then like your tree that you mow around, you're able to go through and then just not mow it, and then eventually this thing gets taller and taller. And now here it is, over 7 feet tall. And something else about sunflowers is as you make these things and as you plant them, there's pollinators now. And then remember, all of these flowers inside of them, they have hundreds of flowers inside of one. Inside of that sunflower that you're seeing now, there are hundreds of tiny flowers that all will make their own unique seed inside of that one big one. It's an aster. And that is one of the benefits too of sunflowers, is then those seeds, one, can repollinate them, can reseed themselves. These things, wildflowers, will very typically reseed themselves and make it so next year you don't even have to buy one of these. They can have flowers for years. And also, they're going to make seeds that birds can eat, insects can eat, have a thriving ecosystem. Because something you'll notice about good things is this stuff isn't tidy and neat. Nature is messy. And nature is okay with having edges and it not being perfect. And that's one of the ways too why gardening and fun or planting stuff is an experiment that you get your hands dirty, you get to try, you get to see what happens, and then you can let it thrive. And if you stagger it and make it go as you go through this, you will have pollinators all year round. And this is something as well that I want you to notice. No, I will walk by this thing. There are bees everywhere on it. One of the misconceptions about bees is if there is one out there, they will sting you. No, I have been around flowers my whole life. The only times I have been stung are when I am gardening or landscaping or even out biking, whatever it is, and I happen upon a nest. When I'm working around flowers, when I'm gardening, when I'm looking at monarchs, when I take this footage, I have never been stung. There's 50, 60 bees on this thing. I guarantee you I could stand by this all afternoon and never get stung. Some of those things with bees and whether they can sting you or not, some of them that is your own fear. But it's also those wives' tales of the world where you don't necessarily have to worry about it. If they have food, that's where they're going to go. They don't want to sting me and die. They want to eat flowers. They want to drink pollen. They want to drink nectar. Something else about sunflowers that is really nice is that these are able to get height. So I'll show you some other pictures here, and throughout this video you're noticing there's other slides getting thrown in, diversity of pollinators. But something that happens is down below, ground cover, mid, and then tall are all different levels that you can utilize and make so you have a thriving ecosystem in your yard. This is one. Notice that's over 7 feet tall. Most of the other flowers around are getting 3 or 4. There's not a single other flower in this productive garden that is 7 feet tall. So it is going and finding a niche, taking advantage of that, and then blooming and making it so it's not competing with the purple aster or zinnia that's right over here because it has height on it. And something else for gardeners, and something that I like saying at vendor shows and people that I'm helping with all of this. No, I answer hundreds of questions when I'm in person about these things, and I can help curate or answer anything for you. But inside of this, or inside of any of these products, across any seed blend, this one I'm highlighting my sunflower blend, is in your garden, in your area, you want a diverse amount of plants. And one thing that I always learn from master gardeners or even novices out there is we're always learning, and no matter where you are, if you have soil, if you have a garden, you're starting from something. Even if you're starting from dandelions, you're moving somewhere. You're diversifying that area, or around here there's lawn clover. Those are things that you are moving past and making more diverse by adding simple things. And this is stuff too that all I had to do to this was bury. I can break this up. This is recycled paper, so I can break this up when it's wet, or even now. I can bury it, wait for the shoots, and then I put markings or cages around it. We put a cage around this when it was sprouting, so that the people who mowed the yard would not mow over it. That was only necessary for the first couple weeks, and it's 3 feet tall, and every person knows that that's a sunflower and that I shouldn't mow that. So those are things too that is nice about the sunflower blend, is it makes things easy, because these things grow tall and fast. Only a month ago this thing was only 5 feet tall. And now here we are in early October, and this thing is blooming. I have 3 plants. So you'll notice there are some that have already gone through and are starting to seed and develop seeds inside of them. That one is already starting to develop seeds. Back there we have a monarch and a painted lady on the same sunflower. I don't know if you can see all the different types of bees, but on here I'm up to 4, 5 separate types of pollinating bees on it. 6, 7 if you count the butterflies, for types of pollinator on side of this sunflower patch here. Something else to note about this. Wildflowers tend to be very easy to go. I just planted this and have had to do nothing else.